We can go live anytime. We got plenty to talk about. Let's go. Yeah.
Now we're ready.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from the Academy of Holy Angels. The Stardome, no longer a dome, on a glorious Friday night. It's high school football on the CatholicSportsNetwork.org. Along with Chris Weigel, I'm Pete Wagner. Season number 2 underway. We had a great one last week. We saw the Lions of Providence Academy roar their way past St. Croix Lutheran and the Crusaders 33-0 last week. This week, it'll be the defending Class 4A state champion Academy of Holy Angels Stars, and they're going to face off against a very rugged South St. Paul Packer team. South St. Paul has been a power in the Class 4A. They finished runners-up not too long ago, Chris Weigel, but you take a look at this Academy of Holy Angels Stars football team. Lost a ton last year in senior graduates. They were senior-laden. You win with seniors, as we all know. But they have a bunch of understudies here on this team that are back. And they've got some guys. Thomas Shellstad put this team on his shoulders at the fullback and linebacker position last year, and he's poised to do much of the same again this year.
Yeah, they're back. They're experienced. They won the tournament, or the state tournament last year. They hopefully, in their minds, are reloading. And with that experience of winning that championship last year, those juniors and sophomores, underclassmen, want a little taste of that themselves. They want to see if they can do it without
Jim
that
Gunderson's
senior
edition
class from last year, which was a fantastic team. We watched them a lot last year, Pete.
We did. Jim Gunderson's edition, 1-0 on the season, coming off a big win again last week. They opened with a big win against Hill Murray the year before. They do it again this year, 34-7 in that one. And then their opponents in the South St. Paul Packers, Chad Sexauer's edition, opens up with a 38-7 loss to the Titans of Tartan last week. This is the second roadie in a row for South St. Paul, so they'll have some home cooking coming up next week once they get through this bit of the schedule. And this is going to be a good test for both these teams. When they face off, it is a bruising battle when they get after it, these two clubs.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. Good test for both teams. Early test. I like this matchup. You really get to see how far along the two-a-days and everything else paid off in the off-season, the conditioning, all that. It's a beautiful night, by the way. Last week was a little humid. Tonight, beautiful night. We shouldn't see too much cramping, hopefully, and teams stay healthy so we can get a good game.
Ladies and
you could not ask for a better night for football. This is why we live here in the great state of Minnesota. We're going to pause now for your national anthem.
Raise our American flag in the northwest corner of the stadium. Please remove your caps. Tonight's national anthem will be sung by
This is like a
Holy
wall
Angels
sit here where
own
we're at. I'm doing a wall
Caitlin
sit.
Fisher, as we honor
I'm
our
sort of
nation
standing.
and those who have passed before us. Caitlin.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Miss Fisher. Excellent.
All right, great way to get started here. Beautiful national anthem.
Also want to just
A
take
great
an
rendition, Chris
opportunity to
Weigel, and
welcome the South St. Paul
what
Packers
a great
and
night
their
for football it is
fans.
indeed.
Students,
Beautiful night.
hi, Packers
I'd like to give a shout out real
students.
quick to
Welcome
Burt
Holy
Reynolds,
Angels.
who passed away.
Wow.
One of my favorite
Moment
movies
of
all
silence.
time. Yes, The Longest Yard, and one of the best football movies ever made, if not arguably the best. And just keep them on our thoughts and prayers.
The Longest Yard, of course. So we take a look again at this. We're kind of setting up the stage for you between these two football teams. And, for the Tartan Titans win over South St. Paul last week, this Packers team gave up 336 yards on the ground. And also 85 through the air. So the ground game working, and we know Jim Gunderson's team loves to employ that part of the game. So
We saw that last year. And, South St. Paul's going to have to figure out a way to stop the run if they want to have a chance in this game.
So Trey Wiggins will kick off for the Stars of the Academy of Holy Angels. And back deep to receive for the Packers of South St. Paul. It's number 23, Dylan Cockle.
Okay.
And I believe he's joined by Max Bauer.
It's about
We're going to get it started in here, folks. Let's go.
68 degree, 70 degree night. Really no wind. Wind should not be a factor at all.
Well, his number is
Perfectly
incorrect.
clear
That's really
outside.
number 15, Aaron Sanchez for the Stars going to
So
kick
for a
off.
competitive game.
Sanchez to kick off.
And here we go. The home part of the schedule underway for the Stars. Stepping up to receive the kick is Bauer as he's going to cut across the 20 through a seam. Ooh, nice run there up across the 30 down to about the 34-yard line where he's tripped up. Great starting field position here for the Packers of South St. Paul.
Yeah, you got to go feel good if you're South St. Paul on that return. That was a nice return. 33-yard line, like you said. They're in good position here to get a few first downs, maybe get some sort of a score on their first drive here.
It was tough sledding for the South St. Paul Packer offensive unit. They're going to be led by the quarterback. That's Jackson Lures. He led his team in rushing last week. He also had his passing yards working for him too as well. The one thing that the Stars were so effective at last year was the rush off the pass and snuffing the run just like that. Wrapped up and brought down at about the line of scrimmage on the first carry of the ball game.
Yeah, Holy Angels saw that coming. It's almost like they were in their huddle there, and they knew the play before it even happened.
Torrey Clark.
Nice play on defense.
And up there to
Torrey
number
Clark
35,
was second in
Torrey
rushing
Clark.
on his team last week. No gain on
No
the play.
gain on the play brings up second down from about the
So Clark and
33-yard line.
Lures will be in the backfield along with Tyler Wilebski Hendrickson.
Yeah. With a power formation here. Single wide out on the left side.
And to the wristbands.
Yes. So they're looking to, looks like they're going to try to establish the run. They got quite a gap there between the guard and the center for some reason. Not sure about that, but.
Early on, second and 10. Gain of 3 about up the middle. They go right off the guard there off the right side of the line.
Yeah. Well, very conservative couple play calls there.
And it went again to the big fullback, Torrey Clark, 185-pound junior.
A little bit more of a hurry up here.
We're at 3rd and 8 from the
Torrey's name spelled
36-yard
T-O-R-I-I gives me memories of Torrey Hunter.
Yeah.
Maybe the namesake here.
I would think so.
3rd down now. We're going to call it 3rd and 8 official.
Yeah, they like to. Pretty obvious passing situation here, Pete.
Motion now off the near side. That's going to be Mitch Felton. Back to pass, lures the lefty,
nice.
complete first down across the 40. They get out toward midfield. Nice quick rhythm play there for Marais Gleb.
Yeah, quick flag. That's going to be a 15, tag
Maurice
15 onto
Gleb.
that. That's going to be a personal
Flag on the
foul.
play.
Looks like he led with his helmet on the tackle. They're real sensitive
Ball's
about
been
that.
spotted on the 48-yard line of the Packers.
It's right at
You
the.
just have to.
It's
you
right,
have to-
yeah.
Yeah, when you tackle, you gotta try not to hit in the head and lead. Yeah, here we go.
There it is, personal foul, hit to the head.
Personal foul called on
Our
the
Will
Stars for a
Vanderbilt
blow
on
to the
camera
head.
getting that for you there.
Ball was
Nice
spotted
job,
on
Will.
the 48.
He has no idea what I said.
Craning his neck.
That'll advance
I
it
love that.
15 yards to the
That'll set up now
37-yard
1st and
line.
37
Will be
after that
first down, Packers
15-yard
from the
walk-off
Stars,
and a nice
37-yard
gain on the
line.
pass.
Yes. Well, that was a nice pass. They sent 2 deep, and one coming across the middle, and that's who they hit to pick up that first down. That was a nice way to clear out that left side of the field there, make an easy completion for a first.
Quick adjustments on the defensive side of the ball for the Stars. Lures looks to his right side.
They have a lot of space in between those linemen. I'm surprised they allowed that.
Well, if anybody's going to
You got spacing.
not let that go, it'll
That's
be Jim
31
Gunderson.
of the
He
day
was
for
all
the
over
Packers.
that last year in a certain game that will go unnamed, if you recall. Do you remember that
31,
one?
Tyler Wilbelski Hendrickson
Which one was that?
on the carry.
I'm not going
Don't
to say.
remember.
Down to the
That's
34-yard
Benilde? I
line,
have no
gain of
idea.
about
No.
3. Second down coming up.
South St. Paul?
We'll keep you guessing.
Sorry, folks, I'm having amnesia. Yeah, that'll be our trivia question for the night. And in motion.
Michael.
Oh, nice.
Nice read there.
That's
Little
a little-
misdirection there, Chris
A
Weigel.
little misdirection, trickeration, we like to call that.
18 on the carry for a
we thought he was
loss for
gonna do
the
a pitch
Packers. That's Colin
and gave it
Becker,
to
number
the
18.
halfback on the give.
Ball's been
And
spotted back on the
Angels
36
Colin
yard
Becker,
line.
that.
the sophomore.
And that'll be third and about 9.
That sets up another 3rd and long. They sat 3rd and 8 on their last conversion. Converted it, so they're 1 for 1 official.
Yeah, you don't like to get in a lot of these third and long situations. There's only so many plays you can do.
It starts to
and
stack up on you.
yeah, it does. Yeah, you're gonna so many screens and those clear out patterns that you can do before they figure you out. You want to keep it third and manageable, if anything. And 3rd and 9 is not that.
Lures once again, the senior on 3rd down.
Same play. Except he didn't do that
Nearly
time.
stepping up and making the play there
Yeah.
for the Academy of Holy Angels was Tristan Wiggins.
Yep. Same look. This time they went to the deep man.
So the Packers are going to punt.
Stars being
Interesting area right here.
I know.
This is, I think it's a good idea.
They went
though.
no-brainer on that one, though.
Yeah, you don't want to. Last thing you need is 4th and 9. That's
number
tough.
5,
Tough to
Tristan
make
Wiggins
that.
breaking
Too far
up
for a
that
field goal,
play.
you have to punt. If it's 3rd and
4th
short,
and 9.
4th and short, I think they might have gone for it, but it's not realistic.
So on the punt, the Stars had a kickoff return for a touchdown last week. They'll
Wow.
take it off the hop.
Yeah.
That's
That's
fortuitous to say the least.
Yeah, you let that go. But
Tristan
Yeah,
Wiggins
right
on
into the
the
midst
carry
of
for the
Wiggins, but
Stars.
looked to
Out
create.
about
he might have had the green light.
10-yard
He
line.
might have the
We'll
green
see
light to
exactly
be
where
able
they
to take that
spot
if
it.
he wants to. But
Well, they've got some work to do.
yeah, they
Field
do.
position is in favor of the visiting Packers of South St. Paul.
Yep. They had a nice 91-yard drive at him here if they want to.
Yeah, I was
Score
talking
on this possession.
to Colin Rooney, the head coach of Providence Academy, and he was talking about the section of death that he lived in for the state tournament. He had you've got Benilde, St. Margaret's, Orono, Mount Westonka, Academy of Holy Angels, Providence Academy.
It was rough.
You just
It
go
is
up and
rough.
down the list. It is not easy.
No
There's
pitch
a
sweep
pitch.
here.
Yep,
Oh, Lord.
absolutely.
He's got the corner. Yeah, nice gain of.
Very
5-6
rugged run there
yards.
by Seth
Yeah.
Owens. Yep.
Yeah, nice play.
He came across from the left side there.
That pitch was to number
Off of that play,
23,
Pete, they
Seth
can
Owens.
do all
He
kinds of
turns the
stuff.
corner
Give that same look. Yeah, the
for
guy,
a gain
the
of
flanker
2
coming
on
around.
the 2nd and 8
Again, you
from
can give that ball up the middle, or the quarterback can
16-yard
keep it. So
line.
there's all kinds of looks you can use off of that play.
You know, the sun right now,
Good pass.
we've talked about these on these early fall days.
Yeah, I forgot
Number
about
Here,
eight, Rick
it'll
Rell,
settle
back
in
at
behind
quarterback
the
for
old
Stars
folks home
from
there.
the
That's a
16.
tall facility on Lindale. And the temperature goes down about 10 degrees.
Yes, as you can
It's
see, I'm
just
dressed accordingly.
stunning.
Yeah, yep. There's
Ooh, they
pitch.
faked the inside handoff, and it looks like they may have enough for a first down,
It's
as that was
close.
Owens again.
Yeah,
On
looks
the
like he
long
might have
end
got
around,
it. Yeah,
number
that was
23, Seth Owens,
nice
down
open field
just about
tackle there.
at the first down marker. We'll see where they spot it.
So the Stars last week in their win against Hill Murray scored every way you possibly. I mean, they
Spotted
scored on
the 22. He's gotta
offense.
make a
The
yard.
defense scored a
1
touchdown on
yard
an
coming up
interception
for the
return. They returned
Stars.
one on special teams.
Yep.
They
Yep,
scored
every way
many
you can do
ways
it.
in this
Yep.
game, and they
Yep.
found a way to do that. 3rd and short,
Nice
they
call.
convert. Right
Nice
up the
call.
middle.
Yep, right up the middle.
Rick
Yeah, when you have a
Roll
game like
the
that, it's pretty
keeper,
tough to
and
find
that's a Stars
stuff to work on in
first
practice. All you can
down.
do is just get better. And again, we talk about a lot. Don't let that complacency set in. But expectations are high here at Holy Angels. You win a state tournament, and the next, the underclassmen and starters from last year want to get back. They want to taste that themselves.
Rook Rowe goes up the middle on the keeper for that first down. As we mentioned, they move the sticks. A new set of downs now for the Stars as they take over. Another handoff up the middle of
man.
a big run. Cuts back against the grain, down to the 40, down to the 37-yard line, 36-yard line, and a big carry there by Thomas Shelstad. We're going to be calling his name quite a bit.
We did last year, too. And, yep, this is his time to shine this year. Man, what a run.
There is a lot of grinding and gnashing of teeth in the land of the Academy of Holy Angels when Jack Anderson went down with that knee injury against Benilde St. Margaret's. It was the second time he got hurt against St. Louis Park earlier in the year, if you recall.
I remember that.
And then he came back from that, but that was too much where he had to go after the straight surfing pass over the middle, open at the toe ends, down to the 5 and touchdown, the Academy of Holy Angels. A quick strike there.
Yeah,
It's 6-0, 6:44 to go on the clock
Yeah,
here in the
beautiful.
first quarter.
Beautiful play action pass there.
That's
They
a 35
sucked him in on the run there, and the safeties
strike from
stayed up.
quarterback Rick Rowe,
Flanker
the
got
number
outside,
23 Seth
and
Owens.
it was
Touchdown,
wide open. Beautiful pass.
Stars.
So there you go. Nice 91-yard drive in about 5-6 plays. They had a third and short, and
Nolan
after that,
Shea to hold,
they ripped off
Sanchez the kick.
quite a few big gains. You almost wonder if South St. Paul was a little demoralized after they got that first down. You got to stay focused.
Looks like that's Trey Wiggins to kick. He called Sanchez, but we're going off what we have here on the roster. That's number 6. It's up through and good.
Sanchez
7-0.
kick is up and it is good, and the Stars take a 7-0 lead with 6:44 to go in the first quarter.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better start if you're Holy Angels on offense.
Once again, they go right to the playbook where they work you to the edge, then they soften you up in the middle.
Yeah, they give you different looks.
They show you the give up the middle, a little
Yep.
play action,
Yep.
some option reads there, and then boom.
Yeah, and it's just so well executed. I mean, from up here, it's just so smooth how they run these plays. There isn't any choppiness to it.
Well,
it starts with protection.
Hey, let's
from
hear
there,
it
and
for
the
the freshmen.
guys
Let's
run
hear it for
really
that
well.
class
You know,
of
the interesting thing about high school is
2022.
you can't sign guys to
If you're a
multi-year
freshman or a
deals.
freshman player,
So you
please
lose
stand up
key
and be
components to that, because that whole
recognized.
offensive line was
We are
massive
proud to
last
say
year.
that it's an
And they were able to
awesome class of
execute that offense that I believe was
180
really
students
built.
From listen to this,
for
50, that's 50
that
grade
group.
schools
Yeah.
and 35
you're right.
neighborhoods
Last year they were
across
massive.
the Twin Cities.
And this year, this is my
So
first,
again,
our first
welcome
look
to
at them
the
this year.
freshmen in the class
And,
of 2022.
Nothing but impressed on that first drive.
They had some great stuff in the state tournament, too. That game against Winona, man. You think about Peter Laird and his shoestring tackle. Everybody was beat. He came across nowhere and hauled his man down around midfield.
Yeah, making plays.
It was incredible. A game-saving, season-saving, because it would have been over.
Yep. Making plays. Yep. That's what it's all about.
So now it'll be a second possession for the Packers. Again, second attempt there. Second
nice
return.
coverage.
Nice coverage there.
Return of
That
kick
for
there
Max
the
Bauer. He's
Packers,
hauled
number
down.
11, Max Bauer.
Yeah, nice running start on the return, and was only held to about the 25-yard line.
And if you're a return man, that's a gift, isn't it?
Referee
Yeah.
has spotted the ball on the 26-yard line where the
Yeah, if he
Packers will
finds the
take
seam,
over
yep.
on the exchange. 1st and 10.
Yeah, Pete, like you said, 5 minutes, that sun will be out of our eyes. This will be great. And we can see the details.
Yeah,
of the game.
and the viewer's eyes, too.
Correct.
You get all those, see all the sun bubbles and stuff?
Yep. Yep.
It's like art.
Yeah.
First down now for the Packers. They try to work it up the middle, maybe get 1 or 2 off of that.
Yeah, they're trying to set up for some plays outside, but boy, I tell you, Holy Angels again this year, once again, tough up the middle.
Gain of 3
That's a
on that
nice
play.
pick up a 3. You do that
Ball's
twice, you
being
got
spotted out the 34. Will
3rd
bring
and
up
4.
2nd down.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not pretty, the cloud of dust, but you get it done.
Yeah.
28-yard line. Check that.
Lures
Here he goes.
Steps
Yep.
back, but he had nowhere to go
Yeah,
as
they
the
won.
Stars read that beautifully.
Yeah, and they went on the short side of
Jackson
the field
Lures
there.
on
That
the
was
carry.
tough. They didn't have much room to work with field-wise, and they'd have to get everybody blocked perfectly in order for that play to work. And that was just a tough play.
That's when
Great,
you
nice defense.
that's when you bring in the 12th man, and
Third
I'm not
and
talking
seven,
about the
no gain.
Seattle
Play by
fans. I'm
Lures,
talking
third
about the
and seven
sideline.
from the
Literally, yeah,
29-yard
exactly.
line.
Yep.
No gain again.
Let's see what they
Another
do. They got
third down
man-to-man coverage
conversion.
here. Yep, they're gonna have to put the ball in the
The
air.
third such, we saw Lures put a good
See if
ball
they-
up earlier. Let's see if he
yeah.
does it again.
They send these two guys deep and then somebody underneath. But Holy Angels will be ready for it this time.
Motion now from left to right. Carter.
Too deep, flat.
Lures look to his left. He's going to scramble. Will he make it? No.
Nope.
He's
Yeah.
going to be stopped about a yard short at about the 35-yard line. Good closure there by the Stars of the Academy of Holy Angels. That's Joe Longo led his
That
team
carry
with
by Lewis
11
just
total
about a
tackles
yard
last
short
week against
at
the Hill Murray
35.
Pioneers.
Nice.
Fourth down and
Nice
about
play.
one.
Yeah,
coming
again,
up.
that was quarterback didn't have much of a choice there. Everyone was covered up pretty well. Took what he could, scrambled for the first down, came up about a yard and a half short.
Joey Hench is your director, doing a nice job there, keeping this thing together, along with our camera operator, Will Vanderbilt. Along with Chris Weigel, I'm Pete Wagner. Punting situation, second of the game now for
29, Sam
the Packers of South
Yatke
St.
back
Paul.
to kick.
Here comes the
Oh.
rush. Ooh, he barely got that one off. No return here. It's going to
Didn't think so.
harmlessly roll its way to about the 30, call it 7,
Yeah. right
And
there.
the kick is down at about the 28-yard line.
Wow.
or 28 if it's a
We'll go
38.
with 38,
It's a 38.
In case you couldn't hear that.
Well, how about the music at the start?
Wow.
I mean, what was I like when
That
you got here?
was-
I was here for a solid 45 minutes of that before you got here. Did I look like I was? You know who I felt like? Manuel Noriega. Remember when they put all the loud
Oh,
rock music
Of
and
course.
dragged him out of his home with that?
That brings back some memories.
That's what I felt like.
My God.
How about that?
Former torture, if you want to call it that.
Oh, I was in it.
That was in it. You had that look too. The look in your eye. Yeah. Glazed over.
It was something.
Yeah.
Out of the shotgun.
Oh,
Ooh,
man.
handoff. Look at the big
Bounced it
man
out.
go.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
If
bounced
he
that
can
out.
get those shoulders square and turn upfield, that's going to be awfully tough to get him on the first seam of tackling there at Shellstead.
on the
Yes.
carry.
He is. Yeah, he's
A
quite a
yard
load
short
to bring
of a
down.
first down at the 47. They'll
And,
bring up second.
Get a little
and
discouraged
long
after a while
one.
as a defender to try to take a guy down that size.
It's a
So you
gain of
mean-
7.
Yeah. Oh, he looks good. I thought he was coming out. Sorry, Pete.
Very durable Thomas Shellstead. Looks like he's put on some weight, too.
Yeah, I'm sure he's been, pumping iron in the
Well,
offseason.
Jim Gunderson's in charge of that part of the program, too. Oh, they're going to keep at the
Yep.
quarterback first down. Oh, that's what they're so good at.
Wow.
They have options. And they've got athletes.
Rook
And here they
Rowe
are
on the
now,
carry
first and 10
for
on the
first
40.
down
Had
and
4
a
receivers
lot
and a
more
running
down
back
to the
on that.
Packer 40-yard line.
And
First and
they
10
still ran the
Stars.
ball extremely successfully, which is scary if you're South St. Paul. The playbook is open right now for Holy Angels. They can do pretty much whatever they want, it looks like.
Well, so the defending champs right now are really looking as though offensively they're picking up right where they left off.
Yeah, a smooth running machine.
Rowe,
There's a
quick throw off to the left
Oh.
sait and tackled immediately. There's
The
flag right at the
on
line of
play, that
scrimmage,
was,
too.
might have a hold or something.
We'll pass out to Will Ballard. We'll see what the call is.
Ballard on the reception.
Let's see what the call is here. That was in the middle of the line there. I can't imagine. It was a quick pass.
You
Hands to
thinking
the
free
face,
play
no
there?
idea. Yeah, I have no idea. It could go either way. I have no idea. It looks like they're
I'd love to get
pointing,
these refs-
pointing Holy Angels way.
Love to
In
get
other
him
words,
mic'd up.
Yeah.
Hold.
Yeah, holding, yep.
That was on the
Holding on the Stars.
on the throw.
Bring it back to
Yep.
the 50.
Yeah. Maybe somebody in the middle of the line there must have.
Or I was just saying on the
Oh,
run,
somebody-
rather.
Yeah. And really, no reason to do that. We won't criticize. It's sometimes you just get hung up or whatever. But
It
nonetheless,
happens.
let's
Part
see
of the
it.
game.
1st and 20. I have a feeling they'll make it. Not necessarily one play, but
Rowe is going to give off to the left side, looking to grab the edge there. Was Alex Knoll.
Alex Knoll, number 35.
Picks
on the
up
carry
some
for the
yards.
Stars.
What did he get there? About 6?
yeah, about 6. 5.
Ball's been
So
marked
they're
back at
marked
the
it.
45-yard line. It'll
Again,
bring
you know,
up
with these
second
Stars,
and
they
about
keep the ball on the
15.
ground. These things are fast-moving affairs. We're down to 2 minutes and 47 seconds to go
Incredible.
in quarter
Real
number
smooth
1.
running.
We
Yep.
saw a virtual aerial assault at Providence Academy
Yeah.
last week.
Yep. This is going up.
Ooh, motion.
Oh, pass.
Oh,
There
you're
it is.
right. It is going up. Down the middle.
Oh,
Oh, that
boy.
one. Oh, it was nearly
Oh.
deflected into a pair of hands. Going up to make the play, though, for the Packers of South St. Paul was
Wiggins
Tristan
throw
Patnode.
Overly
broken up
excited
by
on
the
that one.
Stars. Jack Hendrickson, number
Yeah,
7.
sometimes that ball is,
to prevent the
you just get too
interception. So will
excited.
be it.
You just got to relax and catch it.
Third down from the 45.
All right, trips,
third and
trips
long.
down low here. They're going to, 3rd and 15. Could be a
Do
screen.
you air it out?
Could be, well, they're going to send guys deep and send guys short. See if they can throw it short. Here it comes short. They're looking short.
Three-step drop. He's
Deep.
going to get into it. A wobbler, but we'll
he's got
see.
him.
Oh, interference.
That's
There it
what
is.
that's
Flag thrown
Yeah, that's too bad.
on the head to come back that ball. That might have been caught.
Well, I think it would have been. There was a mismatch there size-wise, and quarterback knows that too. He's thrown up thinking my guy's going to get that. So I like the, excuse my French, the ballsiness of the play right there. That was the right thing to do.
Let's take a look at that in replay, Chris. You saw that as it went up.
Interference there brings the ball
Yeah, he had to.
up to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, he would have caught that.
Nice
I mean,
work
it
by
was-
our crew. Joe Henches. Nice job.
Chains are moving, so it'll be first and 10
Unconventional
from
first
the
down,
30.
Boy,
Well, there's
They're-
different ways you can get
they're
there, and
tough
here's
to-
another one.
Yeah, they just took advantage of a mismatch there again.
Trips near side once again, as you
Hendrickson
mentioned.
just- yep,
Rowe's going to keep,
Oh, boy.
and he's going to just bulldoze ahead for about 6
nice play.
off the left side, short side of the field.
Yep.
Go ahead. We have a parenting moment here for Chris Weigel. I think we need treats.
I think we have treats. Yes, we're looking for
Concession
treats. More
stand.
treats.
Ball's
As if that
down
whole
to
pack
the
of Starburst didn't do the job.
25-yard line, where it'll be second 5 from the 25.
So it'll be 2nd and 5 from the 25-yard line for the Stars. It's their second set of series for them right now. Oh,
Keeper.
nice job to pull that down, but Rowe was read beautifully, wrapped up around the leg. South St. Paul's lineman on the inside there stepped up and made the play. And that was number 45, I think, Bailey Besh.
Okay.
Stars using all of the clock here. 3rd down.
Yep. 3rd down.
It's a big 3rd down for the Packers. They want to stop them right here. But this is about 4-down territory right here.
Oh yeah, they'll go for
I
it.
mean, yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Rowe is going to pull it down and he's going to let it go.
Oh,
Oh!
nice catch.
Oh, wow. He went back and got it trapped
And
it
he- you
against
know
the
what, he got
body
rolled
neatly
over.
there, Chris. Mitch
Close
Hendrickson,
pass,
the
back
athlete.
it in.
Yes,
Caught by number
absolutely.
7, Mitch Hendrickson.
That ball was tipped and he still caught it. That's good eye-hand coordination right there. And I thought he rolled for the first down. I thought he rolled over his body. and got
I
the
did
first
too.
down. Maybe an elbow hit. Yeah, that's.
They're going to
they
call it
probably
4th
will
and about an
measure it.
inch.
Yeah, this is just a
Ball's been
quarterback. You
spotted
got.
just outside the 20, so it'll be 4th down and about half a yard.
I'll be shocked if they don't make it. I'm surprised they're going to the shotgun here. So just line them up and go straight forward.
They're going to go straight to Rowe.
Boy, they.
Ooh, that's close. But I think they've got him on
Right
the,
under center,
what would be
just
the
take
north
it.
side of the 20,
Yeah,
which is the 66th Street side of it, if you will, which should be enough. But
man. Yeah, they made it more difficult than it had to be.
Packers saw that thing coming a mile away, too.
Yeah, I mean, and how, you know,
Signals, first down Stars.
your whole
from the
Angels, you can
20-yard
pretty much
line.
tell them what you're going to do, and I don't know
Less
if
than
you
a
can
minute
stop
to
it.
go
They
here
came
in
close,
the
but
first quarter.
You know, they load up with a big man, Brady Boomgarten, up the middle.
Yep.
On the defensive side. They also had Bailey in there.
All right. Well, what do you do here? Pitch it outside to the left, maybe. There you go.
Or give,
Oh,
Shelstad the fumble.
Oh.
Who has it? Looks like the
St.
Packers.
Paul.
Big
Yep.
turnover there. Beautiful job.
Yep.
And
Fumble on the
throw to
exchange on that one, Pete.
Shellstead.
Good
Fumble
read by them to
by
come away
the
with it, too.
Packers.
Yeah. Kind of see what Holy Angels wanted to do there, but that was just a poor exchange, and as a result, South St. Paul needed that break. Now, if you're South St. Paul, though, you really have your first drive, your first series of the game was nice. Second series, 3 and out. Let's see if they can do anything. If they talked on the sideline about some sort of a new game plan.
That was a longer drive for the Stars. They had plenty of times to talk things over.
Yeah, penalty year, turnover, just refocus.
Lures, and he barely got that out.
Yeah, barely, yeah.
The Stars, once again, so good on the interior side of the line.
Yeah.
Very effective.
And that was an option. Option keeper on that one for the fullback.
It'll start me up for you there.
You know what? Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of the music here. No offense to anyone, but these guys are audibling, and that music is sort of distracting to the team on offense, especially.
That's probably
That was pre.
that was thinking they were going to run it out, and we'll pick it up where we left off.
Yeah,
So
we knew they weren't doing it on purpose.
and
This
the
isn't
score
like,
reads: the Academy of Holy Angels 7, and the Packers of South St. Paul nothing. Chris, your thoughts here on quarter number 1?
well, I mean, pretty much speaks for itself. Holy Angels had a couple of really nice drives there, and when they come out in the second quarter, they're going to sharpen up. They have something to work on based on that turnover. And if you're South St. Paul, you want to start off a good drive here in the second quarter, just to what it feels like to stay in the game.
So we'll set up here now to start the second quarter. 1st and 10 from the 19 in South St. Paul territory as the Packers and the Stars of the Academy of Holy Angels duel here in Class 4A football. And we talked about the sections and where these teams come from and all of the things that they go through to get to the state tournament. I think the last 2 or 3 state champions have come out of the district or the section, if you will. Handled by the Holy Angel Stars. Of course, you had Benilde St. Margaret's the year before.
Yeah, tough conference. It really is.
Ball's been spotted on about the
Comes out of there, it's
22-yard
kinda
line. That'll bring up 3rd and about a long 4.
So after the short gain, they pick up a nice little chunk of yardage there, setting up 3rd and 4. Lures now. You're right, they do a lot of work at the line.
Yeah, this is, boy, it's 3rd and 5. This is tough for South St. Paul, though. Cross
Hit
the
as he
middle,
throws.
far, yep, he's just, it's almost like they're hoping he's going to be open. That's the same play they did
Lures
that
pass
first down in the
incomplete.
first
It'll bring
quarter.
up 4th and
Pressure from
long
Jack
ball.
Miller, Chris
4 and
Weigel as he
22
steps
yard
up and makes the
Yeah.
play.
Yeah, nice play.
And we saw a lot of that in the Stars of last year, where they definitely created all sorts of troubles on the passing game for their opponents.
Yeah, and look at how they squeezed the field position here, too. I mean, that was a 3 and out after a turnover. 5 yards gained by South St. Paul, and they're going to get the ball in great field position.
Caught at the 35. Look out, they're dangerous. Nice
Good
coverage, though.
Good coverage.
First in there was Venner, and then he got a little bit of help along the way by Noah Palodiachuk.
Palodiachuk.
And the return was by Wiggins.
Flag
We have a
on the
flag on
play.
the play. Probably some sort of a hold, I'm guessing, or infraction on the return. Personal foul.
Ooh, that was on the Packers. Oh, both ways.
Oh.
So?
Yeah, I must have just been some
Offsetting personal fouls.
You could hear the eruptions up in the press box from the coaching staff, just losing it.
On the 44-yard line.
It
What
was
do we call
great.
that in hockey, Pete?
First and 10
Extracurricular
Stars from
activity.
the Packer
Extracurricular
44.
activities, absolutely. So now it'll be 1st and 10. The Academy of Holy Angels with their 3rd series now.
Let's see if they open it up here a little bit.
Rook Rowe out of the gun. They're going to bring motion, and they're going to give it to Shellstad, who cuts away from the first incoming tackler.
I kind of like that they did that, Pete. He fumbled on the last one. That was an exchange.
On the handoff from Rowe, Shellstad
give it
for
right back to
carry.
Call that
Shellstad, get
number
him back
again.
Involved. Exactly.
5 down to the 40-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 now for the Academy of Holy Angels. They'll spread it out a little bit more in this formation. Shellstad is the back in the backfield. Rowe, the quick pass to the near side. That's Tristan Wiggins.
Yep.
Nice block out front for him, too,
Yep.
as he bursts down for the first down for the Stars of the Academy of Holy Angels at about the
left corner.
31,
And that's
32-yard
another
line.
Stars first down.
Nice play. Nice little
Ball is being
bubble
spotted
screen
on
on the outside.
the
Swing to the
32-yard
flat,
line. First
actually,
and
and,
10, Holy Angels.
well executed. Keep spreading them out, Pete. This time only 3 out. Real quick give. No.
Rowe,
play
he's
action.
just going to
Wide
lob
open
it up.
again.
Oh, they got their man Shellstad.
Wide
No,
open.
check that. In for the touchdown.
And
That's
Hendrickson.
Mitch Hendrickson.
Yeah.
Goes up and gets it.
Yep.
It's now 13-0. The Academy of Holy Angel
That's a
Stars.
32-yard
Jet sweep
touchdown
fake,
strike.
play
Rick
action,
Rudd,
right down the middle, easy play. Everyone's sucked up again. They're so
Oh.
afraid of the run that
Number 10,
they just
Mitch
get handcuffed in the
Hendrickson.
backfield
Number 8
there.
to number 10, Rhoda Hendrickson
It's-
for the
I think they're
second
playing
time
dime
tonight.
defense too. They
Touchdown
have
Stars.
5 or 6. I couldn't see how many D-backs they had back, but they got enough. It's just tough though. It's pick your poison against Holy Angels. It really is.
I know if you decide to go dime against them, why are you doing that? Because you're getting beaten up
Up
on the
front.
line.
Yeah. Well, deep usually, but they're. Oh, watch this extra pointer. I think if you're South St. Paul, you
Shane
really.
Holt, Sanchez kick is up and it is good. Stars take
The
a
pass is scary, but
13-0
when they
lead here
run as
early
successfully as
in
they
the
do, Holy
second
Angels, that
quarter.
is, you have to. That should be your first priority, stopping the run. But it's just, I don't know. It just looks like a bit of a mismatch so far.
Hey, as I'm going to talk over Pete Dysart and our great Bep Band, we want to welcome the international students. International students, come and stand up. We welcome this year, get this, 45 students from countries around the globe.
How about that?
China,
45
South Korea,
students
Vietnam, Cambodia, and
from several countries around the
Switzerland.
globe.
Very cool.
Very impressive. 14-0, the lead for the Academy of Holy Angels in the early going here as they'll
So
kick
welcome
off
to
again.
our
Jim
international
Gunderson's team is
students,
dialed in here
45 strong this year.
as they're putting points up on the board, not only here tonight, but they did last week against the Pioneers of Hill Murray, and here we go again. I watched Jim Gunderson walk the sidelines. I think he puts on about 50 miles on his step meter on his iPhone. High end over end. Oh, that's fumbled at the 10. That's Max Bauer on the play for the Packers. And in on the quick coverage was a
Number 11,
whole
Max Bauer
slew
on the return
of
for
Stars
the
players.
Packers.
Tough
Little
field
miscue
position
on
right off the bat for
return,
South
and the
St.
ball's
Paul.
going to be spotted on the Packer 13-yard line, 1st and 10.
I tell you, I just haven't seen a lot besides that first pass. I don't see a lot of the passing game here for South St. Paul. And if that's the case, the run becomes predictable, and you can kind of cheat up on the run. I think that's what Holy Angels is doing at this point in time. Even though they're trying to spread them out a little bit more here. Maybe start with the short passing game if you're South St. Paul, so have some short success.
Jackson Lures is going to keep it himself, breaks one tackle, and
Nice
then
run.
another beautiful run
Yeah, nice run.
across the 20 to about the 22.
Yeah.
That's a solid pickup of about 7 or 8.
Yeah, they went
It's
away
a
from giving to the
quarterback keeper
fullback
by
there.
number 5, Jackson Lures. Gain of 8.5 on the play will bring up second and 1.5 yards from the 21-yard line, we'll call it.
$9:45 to go here in the second quarter. The Packers looking to put something together. Ooh, good read there by the
Yeah.
Stars of the Academy of Holy Angels as they wrap their man up on the run.
Every time they've gone to the fullback keeper, Holy Angels has stuffed it.
Yeah, Torrey Clark hasn't had a
Loss of
chance
one
to
on
really
the
get the
yard back
wheels going
inside
there.
The 20 will be third and about 2.5.
Great work inside by the Academy of Holy Angels. Rollin Rowe, one of those defensive linemen wearing jersey number 69, the sophomore. So now, third and 3. Went from 3rd and 2 to 3rd and 3. The quick pitch to the right side. Did they get enough?
I don't think they
did.
I think they're just short.
Gonna come up with 4th down.
Yeah.
No choice there if you're the Packers. They're going to have to punt again.
Yeah.
That carry is short of the first down. That's going to bring up 4th down and about 1 yard for the Packers.
Isn't it amazing, Pete? You flip the switch to September, and it's amazing how
Number
right at
5,
night it feels
Tristan
like air
Wiggins back
conditioning.
around
That's-
midfield. to
Well,
does not
you
take
know,
long, does it?
August was really not fun, was it? I mean, it was
number
just
29, Sam
in the
Watkey
baseball
punting
season
for
in
the
those unis. Have you
Packers.
worn one of those before? I had to.
a long time ago.
It's just not good.
Yeah, you did as a coach. Yeah.
Yeah. That one
Slow
rolls
down.
out of
Oh.
bounds.
Yeah.
Kick is out of bounds on the Packers
On that
side.
play,
The
Tristan Wiggins
26
just kinda
yard line. Stars will start from there.
Watched it
1st and 10.
waddle its way out of bounds there.
Yep. So now, again, Holy Angels, what do you work on here? It's kind of like, do we want to work on our running game? Do we want to work on our passing game?
Hey fans,
Wanna
Holy
bleed the clock a
Angels,
little
join
bit?
us next week on Friday, September 14th for Stars Are Out Tonight 2018. The party begins at 5 p.m. with games for kids of all ages and some great food. Football game will be St. Louis Park Orioles will be at 7. It's a great event for the whole family. Invite your friends and neighbors. Stars Are Out Tonight next Friday the 14th versus the Orioles.
All right, Pete, let's see what they do here.
They're going to hang on to it,
Oh.
and Rowe was
all
tripped
sought
up.
out.
Be a loss of
Rook
2.
Rowe on the carry. Nice open field.
Now,
tackle
Rowe was
there.
able to handle himself.
By the Packers, number 43.
Handle
I'm sorry, I
yourself,
don't have his name. Bringing up second
Uh-oh.
and goal.
Did my
Pete's listening there.
did my eyes get big there?
Yeah. Sorry, we had a little
So
wind
so
issue here. Yeah.
the rosters aren't taped down because I don't have the cheaters.
Yes.
So I got to hold them, certain distance.
Yeah.
And the wind got a hold of it. Thought that was a
fumble,
live
not
ball.
lateral. No, it was a forward pass.
Hello to the lovely Tracy who's listening on.
Yes, Tracy's listening tonight. My girlfriend and
Waiting
quick
for you to
say
get
hi.
home.
Yeah. This game's going very fast paced.
Laser. And you know what?
Yeah,
It could- because I was directing last week, and we were talking. She's never had a football game go that fast, has she?
Pass was incomplete. Ball's been spotted on the 44
Cover a lot of
yard line.
territory.
Third and 12 for the
yeah,
Stars.
or quite
Yeah.
the opposite actually.
True. Could have got very slow.
So after that loss of 2, it's third and 12.
Oh, here
They're
we
going to
go.
go with a
Yeah, why
long
not?
pass
You
like
got
a punt,
Hendrickson.
and it's a jump ball.
And-
Oh, he catches it down across the 20. Just throw it toward Hendrickson, and he goes Terrell Owens on you and makes a big catch there. First down for the Stars.
It's like playing 500. It's just fun. I mean, he knows it.
For
too.
him.
For him, yeah. He knows. He looks at everybody in that defensive
Roll
backfield and
to
says,
who
I can beat
else?
any one of
Number
these
10,
guys.
Mitch Hendrickson
I don't care if all
for
4 of
the
them
big
cover me.
gainer.
And he goes up and gets it. And quarterback knows that too. He has the confidence he's going to come down with the ball, which he did.
I mean, I didn't think it was going to get there.
No,
I mean, it's like it had a rope
didn't-
pulling it back.
It didn't get there, but Henderson
came back to get it.
He made a nice adjustment to the ball, right? Wasn't the prettiest pass, but hey, it's about effectiveness.
So 1st and 10 now for the Stars. Little red zone action. Shellstad cuts back, and I believe first contact made there by the Packers was on Nate Daly. Nice tackle there. 6 minutes and 47 seconds to go here in the second quarter from the Academy of Holy Angels in lovely Richfield, Minnesota. You know, with the pine trees off the visitor side on the west side of the campus here, can you get a more glorious setting?
No, it's beautiful.
You've got the brand new field to your left.
Yep, with the new field turf, I heard that they
Newly paved parking lot.
yeah, it's gorgeous.
Oh, nice pass there. Rowe finds his man Tristan
nice
Wiggins, who
run,
spins
Wiggins.
and dices his way down
Nice run.
near first down territory, and a flag thrown late. And another one.
Yeah, this might be again. Might have the coincidental majors, we'll call it. A hockey term. I think
Those
we
were
might have-
after the play,
yeah,
too.
those were after the play. That could have been both sides on that. Hopefully we don't have any ejections because there was any punches thrown or anything like that.
Well, the thing I noticed was I didn't see one Star player over there. So do you think it was a chirp?
Well, I think it happened after the play. We didn't see there was a lot of activity, and it's kind of far away from where we're sitting. Well, let's see what the call is. Usually this is going to be a frustration type penalty, I'm guessing. If you're South St. Paul, they're having all kinds of success against you. You're not stopping them, and you get fed up with it after a while. Which we don't condone.
And if you're Fred
I
Smoot,
understand
you
that.
say you're competing.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just
Fred
kind of a
Smoot.
competitor. Is that true or what?
The somewhat way back machine, yeah. Unsportsmanlike conduct and a personal foul. So they both.
So someone
offsetting
chirped.
penalties. Yep.
I'm
sure that's gonna
gonna
fire up our guy.
Personal foul against the Packers. Those penalties will offset. We have a first down inside the 10.
And the keeper.
And it's going to be Rowe.
Okay.
He got a shoestring there, and he gets
About a
hauled
7-yard
down.
loss,
Rowe
7-yard
tackled
loss
back
there.
about the 14-yard
Brady
line
Boomgarden got
by
in there, the
number
290-pounder.
43 of the Packers.
And then as well, there's
Well.
another tackle there.
Here's the question, Pete. You go back to Hendrickson. It's been there all night.
Second down right now, right?
Second down. Play action to Hendrickson.
No, I keep it on the
That's-
ground.
if
Bread
I'm-
and butter
if
it,
I'm
baby.
South St. Paul, that's what I'm looking for.
They really like to keep it between the hash when they
Isolate on
throw.
the outside. Well, yeah.
I think you got to keep your eye on
Spread
20 right now off to the right, Shellstad, and we'll see Rowe. Nope, instead he
Here we
goes
go.
near side. Nice pass there.
Yep.
Inside the
Pass
10.
complete to number 23, Seth Owens.
That was Seth
who
Owens on the
turns
reception.
left corner
So now you got
and gets the ball down to
11-yard
the
line.
12-yard line where it'll be 3rd and goal from the 12.
So now 3rd and goal from the 12. Again, you got to be thinking 4-down territory here if you're the Stars.
Yep. If you're South St. Paul, obviously you want to hold them to a field goal. But
Timeout
Yeah,
on
we
the
gotta think
field.
about it.
With 5:31 to go here in the second quarter, a fast-moving first
Stars
half here.
timeout.
Taking a look ahead to some of the action we're going to have here for you on the Catholic Sports Network. Coming up next week, it's a doubleheader. It's going to feature Orono at Benilde St. Margaret's, and then, check that, a doubleheader featuring Academy of Holy Angels at St. Louis Park right here, and Benilde St. Margaret's and De La Salle. It's a nice battle.
Matchups, Yeah.
Games tonight on the docket. Orono is at Benilde St. Margaret's in a good one. Litchfield is at Holy Family Catholic. The Fire, by the way, like to make a shout-out to our guy John Sands. He'll be on the call for one of those two games next week. John, hello to you. We know you're working that Holy Family Catholic game. And there's a game tomorrow among the 4 teams that are part of this web-streaming Catholic network. It's the Providence Academy Fire. Or, I'm sorry, the Providence Academy. Oh, did I say Fire?
Who knows where that came
Lions.
from. Yeah.
Providence Academy Lions against Academy Force at 2:30, the St. Croix Preparatory Academy.
Pete, you're not wearing your readers tonight.
No, I went old school. I'm just losing the proverbial mind there. I was talking about Sands and the fire, and I had it in my head, you know.
Oh, reverse.
Oh, look at this.
Pass.
And they're going to put it up in the air.
And it's
Oh,
open.
Rowe will have the touchdown pass
Philly special.
on a terrific throw by Tristan Wiggins. Philly special. We got it.
Wow, that's a 12-yard
Cameraman Will
touchdown
Vanderbilt
strike
all
for
over it.
number
Chris
5,
Weigel saying, come
Tristan
on, what do you think this is, amateur hour? It's 20-0, the Academy of Holy Angels.
They pulled that. That's pretty funny. They did that. Eagles pulled that off in the Super Bowl, and I think they pulled it again off last night against the Atlanta Falcons.
What a weird game that
Trying to
was.
hold
A lot of penalties.
Sanchez the kick.
Painful.
Painful.
Just a laundromat.
Yep.
Snap, place, kick, good.
That might be a highlight material tonight on the news. I'm sure this might be a feature game on the.
We're going to have our executive director and producer, Joey Henches, send that off to our friends in the media. Look at him working hard over there.
Yep.
He's doing it right now. Sending away.
He is very focused right now. Nice crowd tonight, by the way. And I noticed that you got to compliment South St. Paul. They brought a pretty good contingency with them.
Nice, solid contingency.
Yeah, it's no small trek from South St. Paul.
It's just up 494.
It is.
We're talking
when I
about
was younger. I remember we played there.
14 minutes and 45 seconds.
Traffic free at about 90 miles per hour, correct.
So the Stars will kick off again. This will be their fourth time in the football game.
Yes.
Coverage team getting gassed.
Yeah.
Sanchez the kick.
Oh, nice kick.
This one, oh, it
Stayed in
hooks
bounds.
itself
Wow.
right. How it was
Well put.
hit.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
what a tackle upfield there, downfield.
Ballard. Wow.
Will Ballard. But you know, he put a spin on that ball where it just kind of spun right back into play.
Yeah.
I mean, so it was rotating from left to right. It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. Beautiful kick. Bill Parcells would be proud.
For you young kids at home, he's a Hall of Fame coach.
It's all about
First
the
and 10
hidden yardage
Packers
in the
from
game.
their own 15-yard line. 5:21 to go in the first half.
From the 15 now, here they go. The Packers of South St. Paul bring a man in motion.
Uh-oh.
Lures looked like he nearly lost the handle there,
Oh,
but
nice
nice
play,
play,
yep.
nice pass, good reception across his Carter. First down yardage. It's
Yes.
a big pickup on first
Lures
down
pass
for the
is
Packers.
That's what I was talking about before, Pete. If they're going to
17,
get this
Felton, and
passing
that'll be a
game going, I think they
Packer
need to
first down.
start with the short passes. And that's what they did there. Just got it open in the flat. Nice, easy play. Send a couple guys deep. Clear it out. And that could open up the run. It could open
First
up the
and
deep
10
passing around. But
Packers
you have
from
to have
the
some success
29-yard
somewhere.
line.
And they're not having
Only
it.
had a man on the
Turn it up
move,
middle.
too.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Now it's just a matter of what they come back with.
So new set of downs at first and 10 for the Packers off the big gain there. Lures is going to keep it and muscle his way up near the 40. He got stopped about the 38.
Yep.
Nice pick up
decent
there.
little Gainer. Yep. Again, and it opens things up to other things. You know, the pitch looked like it was open there. They stuffed the fullback, so it was good that he kept it. I wouldn't go back to the fullback here anytime soon. They haven't had really any success with that.
Pick up a 5 now, Chris. 2nd and 5. Lures has been very solid here. He was their leader on the ground and, of course, in passing last week. He's going to call his number again and try to catch them sleeping a little bit on the inside. Picks up 2 or 3 more. So that sets up 3rd and short.
Yep. So as old school as it
Packers
gets, the quarterback
advance the
sneak
ball
on a third or second.
to a third and a long one from the 37, 38-yard line.
So now
3rd and
they're
1.
making it manageable at least. You know, you give yourself a chance here on third down to make it. And again, I think you still go conservative on the play call because you want to get the first down, which they'll do.
Inside handoff. Ooh, big
That's
tackle
important.
there. That could have been even more.
Yep. but they're sustaining somewhat of a drive here.
A lot of good things happening on this drive that has to make them feel good.
Tyler Wabelski-Hendrickson
they've had
on that carry for a Packer first down.
Wabelski-Hendrickson, the big
First down
carry.
for South St. Paul from their 44-yard line.
And on that stick there by the Stars, that was Alex Knoll. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go as the clock continues to run here in the second quarter. As the Packers started from their own 15, here they are now, hooked up on their own 44, picking up some yardage on this set of downs. Ooh, they pitched that one back. He had to go down and get it, did Clark.
Yeah.
He muscled his way ahead, though, for a couple of positive yards.
Torrey Clark goes for no gain. That'll bring up second down from about the 45-yard line.
Lucky they didn't turn the ball over on that one, but now you actually gained a couple yards out of that.
So now second down and 3.
Okay, second down about 8. Yeah, let's see what.
Can you check and see if we're charging at all?
Okay.
Well, that's a big play there.
Yeah. Now you got third and about 6.
On that loss? Or did they gain on that?
Yeah, they gained a couple.
Sorry, I was
No, that's okay. Yeah, we were a little technical.
on-air production meeting there with
Yes.
Joey Henches. And
It was Johnny
Handoff
on the
goes
spot.
to a couple to the 49-yard
Everything's
line,
fine.
where it'll be third and about 5 from the 49.
third and 5 from the 49. It's going to be South St. Paul continuing to move here on this drive. It's a good way to end this first half in the second quarter. Love to put some points up on the board and cut that 21-point deficit down a little bit.
Yeah, they're gonna. Yeah, I think you almost have to go for it here on third if you don't make it on fourth, especially if it's manageable.
Darren Foster, your center. Taking a lot of time here. They have to call a timeout.
Yeah.
Lures looked over to the sideline. You could tell he's disappointed. He knew what was happening.
Well, it's smart to get a good play. This is an important play for South St. Paul.
Timeout, South St. Paul Packers.
21 donut. You want to get something, that gets you at least a.
What do you call it on the South St. Paul side, Chris Weigel?
Well, I mean, you could. It's interesting. They haven't had a lot of success on the pass, but I think these guys on Holy Angels might be rearing to get to the quarterback, so it might not be a bad play right here to call screen pass.
So you say they're going to be pinning their ears back.
Well, I think they would be if they set
How about
up
a
the screen
draw?
correctly. Draw, I'm not as confident about that because I think Holy Angels is good enough to get to the back.
Fill in
They're
the
gonna
gaps,
follow
huh?
the ball.
Okay.
Well, they're going to follow the ball. If you follow the ball, then you're going to go after, running back's going to be right there to take it from the quarterback, and I think Holy Angels will sniff that up. But a screen, we just slip that back through. Now, I know Holy Angels has smart linebackers that can probably pick that up, but I think that's, on a play like this might be a good call.
Okay, it's third down from the 49-yard line.
Big third
Packers
down
have
now
6
here.
to go.
3rd and 6 for the Packers from their own 49-yard line. Lures is going to drop back. Just a quick step. He goes right over the shoulder. Beautiful
Nice
catch.
play. Yeah, nice catch.
What
tough.
execution there.
That was tough. Yep. I thought he might have bobbled it, but the
Lures
ref is right
pass
there.
is complete,
So that
and
was,
that's another Packer first down
stops the clock.
at the Stars' 45-yard line. First and 10.
Walewski
South St.
Hendrickson
Paul.
was the receiver on that play.
Yep.
Well-placed ball by Lures. That's a veteran pass right there. 1st and 10 now.
Nice run.
Handoff off the left tackle. Down to the
Lures hands
40.
off,
They're going to have to hurry it up.
carries down to the 40-yard
Those are
line
nice
of the
plays. They get
Stars.
5 yards, but hey, it's going to take
That
them,
was number
Got 2
31 of
timeouts
the
left. They got a
Packers,
couple of stoppages for
Tyler
first downs if they can get those, which are as good as
Second
timeouts.
5 from the
Yep.
40.
I've never liked that rule, even at high school or college. I don't like it.
No, it lengthens the game at the college level. Well, high school, it doesn't bother
Timeout
me as
called
much.
by the
College, you have
Stars.
enough
Timeout,
commercial
Holy
timeouts.
Angels. We'll have
Those
second
games
down
go 4
coming up.
hours.
So-
It's obnoxious.
Head coach Jim Gunderson goes out on the defensive side of the ball when he calls the timeouts, and he took an interesting little right-hand turn and then an about-faced kind of military style to his left, very purposeful. something going on out there that he's not liking, and he's going to stop right now.
Yeah.
And this is where he can shine as a coach. He's really good at this. He's incredible on the defensive side of the ball. And, you know, they were very shut down each and every year that he's been here as a head coach and as a coordinator.
He knows his players, and right now he's trying to get them to gel as a unit. And he knows this is an important stop. Not necessarily for this game. This game is, it's not very competitive, but this is a moment for, the big games. How are you gonna handle a 2-minute, offense?
Well, what you
can
don't
you get a stop?
what you don't want to do is let someone into a ball game that you had control of,
Right.
and have them put together a very beefy drive that started at the 15 as they're carving up some yardage here
He's
and
thinking
getting
about-
confidence.
He's thinking about the big picture is what he's thinking about.
Movement there. That's a big help
man.
there. They'll move them back 5 yards, where it'll be 2nd and 10.
That's too bad. Almost look like they're going to do a quarterback sneak again there, as crazy as that sounds.
Offsides against the Packers. That's going to move him back to just about the 45.
The Stars look
line.
into Gunderson, who
2nd and
calls the
10.
defense. 2nd and 10 now. The ball on the 45-yard line.
Yeah, they're playing, they got 4 deep here for Holy Angels. Not much. You're not going to get anything deep here. They're going to go deep, though.
And they do. Oh, picked off. How about that? In and out of the hands. And they're going to cut this one back. Look out. They're dangerous. Oh, he breaks one tackle across the 50 to the 45. Tristan Wiggins with the interception. That was a kind of, look what I found.
Baited it. Yep.
To the Packers 45-yard
It was a
line.
nice hook.
1st and 10
And
Stars.
throw is there.
Number
Great play
5,
by
Tristan Wiggins on that
Wiggins. Wow. And now, that's kind of almost feels like the ball game in a way, but Holy Angels.
Wow, you're calling it early.
Wow.
Listen to you. Way
I'm
to
not-
keep, way to
I'm not
keep
trying
the
to-
audience, buddy. Nice effort.
What I mean by that is mentally for South St. Paul, you have to.
Well, I mean,
Okay, here's my point. Now they have to make a stop. Holy Angels has to. They see this as an opportunity to score again, and again, this is working for the future.
Rowe looks and throws over the middle.
Man,
In and out of the hands of Hendrickson.
that throw is a little off. It's almost like he threw it from the front part of the ball.
Incomplete.
Throw pass intended for number 7, Jack Henderson, goes incomplete. Bring
Yeah,
up
that pass
2nd
took
and
me
10
by
from the
surprise. I know in
45.
the NFL you like to catch them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it's
was a
so
tough-
predictable
that was
in that league. But here, I thought they'd just go to bread and butter ground play and chunk off 10-12 if they could.
Yeah, they're thinking about again. They're thinking big picture here. It's like an opportunity for them to score with a minute 30 left in the half. See if they can do it. Execute
Motion.
their offense with pressure,
Row.
time pressure.
Oh, a nice cut up the right side of the line
Handoff
there
to
on
number
the
13, Will Ballard,
carry
who
by
picks
Will
up a few
Ballard.
Down to about the 40. That'll
That's
bring
a
up
nice
3rd
gain
down.
of what, 7?
Yeah.
Maybe 6.
Yeah, clock running, but they're in no hurry. They know they can. They know they can get a rip off 30 yards here, no problem. And also, it's 3rd down, so they want to think about what they want to call here.
Rook Rowe from the gun.
And for Henderson here to.
Shellstad to his left. They're going to call Rowe's number.
Oh,
Nowhere to go.
Okay. Okay. Interesting call.
Row on the keeper, no gain on the play. 4th down.
4th down it is.
No, you can run the clock down, way down here, and
Really,
they don't feel like South St.
you can take a
Paul's gonna
shot
go
here
for
and
it.
go with
Might call
one
a
play,
timeout
right?
here with, yeah, they're going to call timeout here with. I'm not sure where they're on the play clock, but
Jim Gunderson is shoulder to shoulder with the line judge right now.
yeah.
So we got 4th and
And the whole
5
ballpark
from
knows
the
what's about to
Packer
happen.
40.
So 15 seconds to go, Pete. You can go for it. No
Timeout
reason why.
Stars. 15 seconds to go in the half.
So the 3rd and final timeout for the Academy of Holy Angel Stars as they'll set up one final play here.
And there's no timeout. They have no timeouts left. So what they'll do here is if they don't get the first down, not a big deal. I know that they don't see that they don't feel a threat anyways. That South St. Paul is going to be able to, with about 10 seconds to go in the half, go the distance here.
Well, you could get the
And then
first
you get
down, the
first
clock
down,
stops.
spike it.
Spike
Yep,
it, one
and,
more.
set up a field goal. So they'll probably do a mid-range pass here. In a type of deal where if you could hit it, you could get a touchdown off of it on the run, or if you don't, you spike the ball. You got to get up quick, though. 15 seconds is not a lot of time to get your offense up on the line and spike it. This will be kind of entertaining to watch.
Well, the play is going to take about, what, 5 seconds? 10 seconds? 7 seconds?
Well, the play itself, yes, but matter of getting everybody up to the line, lining them up,
That's
and then
that's going to
spiking
take
it,
about.
This
is it.
Yep. It's tough.
We'll see how quick those big linemen are here for the Stars.
Yep. No matter of getting the receivers back, you just got to get everyone aligned.
It is
motion.
actually 4th down from the 40.
This will be kind of fun to watch.
Fourth down from the 40, motion to the near side.
Well,
They're going to
keep
take Rowe's number. He's not going to get much. He's going to be snuffed out at the 40.
Rowe, the
Nice
keeper,
win there
Rowe
for the
gained on the play.
Packers. They get to
Yep.
run a play or
Packers
two
will
here with
recover
10
on
seconds
downs
left.
with 10
They've
seconds to go.
got 2 timeouts on the board, so they could come up with a big gain here, call a quick timeout, and have another shot.
Yep.
We know Lures can throw the ball.
Yep.
They had a nice set of downs the last series.
Yeah, and if you're South St. Paul, you're kicking off in the second half, so try to generate some offense here with 10 seconds to go. 2 timeouts. What do you think, hook and ladder?
No, I think he's going to go something to the outside.
Okay.
Then you risk the interception too. But you got to – they're going to try and find it to the sideline, I think. Left side. Or keep it on the ground. We'll just stay here at the booth.
Jackson
They called
Lewis on the
timeout.
keeper
Not a
up to
clairvoyant, right?
midfield.
And they did.
2 seconds to go. 1 second. That'll
That's
do
it.
it for the first half.
Wow, they let it go.
Stars lead
Okay.
21-0.
They didn't want to risk the interception, no
Stick
question.
around. We're gonna have a great
Well, that's going to do it
halftime
for the first
performance.
half. The Stars lead by a score of
With the
21-0.
Stars
Chris
fall
Weigel.
dance team
We'll take a
coming up
timeout.
in
The
just
fall
a
dance
moment.
team will have Will Vanderbilt lock it down for you. And we'll then after that take a quick look at the Stars Night Out, which will be coming up next week for the Academy of Holy Angels, as they will be taking on the St. Louis Park Orioles right here on the CatholicSportsNetwork.org. We'll be back with more right after this. And we welcome you back to the third quarter. 21-0, the Academy of Holy Angels leads the Packers of South St. Paul along with Will Vanderbilt. I'm Pete Wagner. Our color commentator, Chris Weigel, is eating the left side of the menu on the concession stand here at the Stardome of the Academy of Holy Angels. Our producer, Joey Henches. And if you didn't know, Stars are out tonight, next Friday, right here. It's a great time. And I just had John Sands checked in with me here in the Catholic Sports Network. 7-0 lead for the Fire of the Holy Family Catholic Edition over Litchfield. And we'll be ready to kick off now with the Packers of South St. Paul moving from right to left, sunsetting. Gorgeous sunset here in the Twin Cities tonight. Short kick, Hendrickson. He already has one to the house. Oh, he can run. The big man out across the 45, down about the 44-yard line, where the Stars will take over with glorious field position to start the third quarter. I'm surprised you had enough in you after you ate the left side of the menu down there to get up the stairs.
I didn't see you slide by me, which shocked me. I usually don't.
I was cat-like because I knew I've got a sixth sense when you're down there.
I didn't realize there was a back door.
Actually, I had a hot dog.
Escaped.
I had a hot dog, a nacho.
Yes.
No, a pretzel with nacho cheese that I shared with you. That was actually quite good.
Yeah, not bad. Good
But
little
really
snack.
washing it down to that Reese's peanut butter cup. So Hendrickson really good on the return. They're going to go to Shellstead. Got to that line with a burst, but okay, after a little bit of internet technical difficulties, which comes with the game, we've got it squared away here at the Academy of Holy Angels. It's still 21-0. Both teams have exchanged the football once here to start the third quarter. A punt by the Packers will roll to the 25-yard line. It'll be downed.
Packers punt is down at the Stars' 25-yard line.
And with 7:51 to go, the Stars will bring their offense back onto the field.
Tracy. Yeah, nice punt there. We're going to have, looks like Holy Angels starting up here again at the 25-yard line. And I would imagine they're going to try to sustain a long drive here, Pete. Work the clock a little bit. All kinds of activity going here tonight, Pete. We got a soccer game in the background on that new turf. Wow.
It's quite the environment. That
It's
is
very festive.
Well, and they've got a big tackle off the left side, a gain of about 2 or 3. But stepping up there for South St. Paul to make that tackle is number 12, Tristan Patnode.
Gain of about 4.
So we got second and about 6.
And hello to my daughter, Callie Wagner, watching on. Holy Angels alumni from Bismarck, North Dakota, home of the Marauders of the University of Mary.
We're truly worldwide, aren't we, Wags?
We are, well,
What
what are you suggesting, that Bismarck's another world?
Well, yeah. Yes and no.
It's not a bad town. Have you been up there? It's not bad at all.
By the way, Catholic Sports Network announcer Sean Lumpkin today in Fargo, North Dakota. One President Trump was at his hotel room, or hotel, I should say.
You're
today.
kidding.
Yeah, pretty good story he told me today.
Oh, you got to tell me off air.
Yeah.
Or maybe but people listening want to tell me what happened.
Well,
it was just
Sean
unexpected.
Lumpkin, of course, played at Benilde St. Margaret's.
First down, out just
And
across the
he's
goal
part of
line.
this Catholic Sports Network. We're going to drag him on the air, aren't we?
We'll drag him on the air
Lumpy.
one of these nights. Yeah, matter of fact, his young son Xavier, who just went into 7th grade.
Playing varsity.
And my godson, by coincidence, yeah, he is not playing varsity.
I know,
no,
I'm
but
being funny.
He is now attending Benilde St. Margaret's.
Did they give him the shakedown? Did they pat him down?
Sorry, I was watching the play.
Oh, that's a good play.
That was
Oh,
nice.
spins
That's
away from
nice
one
athletic
would-be
move.
tackler.
Throws past
Big
complete
gain
to
there.
number 5, Tristan Wiggins.
Wiggins again. He's had a lot of
He's
touches
brought
here
down
tonight.
at about the
He and Seth Owens, the
43
go-to.
yard line, where it'll be second down and about 4 for the Stars from their own 43.
All right, so we got 2nd and 3, it looks like.
As South St. Paul's become a little more stout here on the defensive side of the ball, you got to be really happy.
Yeah, they probably got
If
a little
you're them.
talking to in the locker room. Nice play on defense there.
They stop him there on
Yep.
2nd down.
So about 3rd and 1. And Holy Angels
Alex
gone
Knoll
to a
on
little
the
bit more of a
carry out to
conservative
the
game plan here
45-yard line.
so far.
It's gonna bring
5.5
up
to
3rd
go in a
and 1 for the
fast-moving third
Stars.
quarter. It's funny when you're scrambling to get the internet back. It's just flying by.
Ladies and
You're like,
gentlemen,
"No."
it is chaos, and Wags does a great job of holding it together. He is the captain.
We try. They're going to keep off the right side. Rowe breaks the tackle, throws the shoulder down, nearly
First down,
takes the
Stars.
helmet off of the would-be tackler there. Instead, they move the chains. First down, Stars.
Well, keep the chains moving, keep the clock moving. Starts up once they reset the chains. And I'm sure they're looking for a nice long drive here to go to the end of the quarter, potentially.
First and 10 Stars from the 47.
Oh,
Broken play, but Rowe looking to make some.
Oh, what is that?
Look at
Well-
that. He got away with it.
interesting.
And a big catch there.
Yeah, that's a
With
legal man
Shea Nolan.
downfield. They're
Flag
gonna,
on the play, pass is complete to number 2, Nolan Shea.
That's a interesting. I
Or
don't know.
Nolan
I don't
Shea,
think that was
rather.
a design pass. If it was, that was pretty unique. If he was going to roll to his left and pass, we're kind of legal man downfield. Ineligible man downfield. Well, the lineman went downfield. I think it was a running play. Went a little bit too far. That was pretty.
What do you
easy
think
call from the
about that
referee.
call?
You mean as far as
I mean,
you can't have players running all over the place. Otherwise, it's an unfair advantage for the offense. That's why it's. In
All
play.
right.
Yeah. I understand.
we like
it was
offense.
well thought out. Yep, well thought out. Long time ago, and you can't just have guys running all over the place. Otherwise, it sets up an unfair advantage for the offense.
Illegal blocker, illegal man downfield for the Stars. That'll move them back 5. So it'll be first and about 15 from the 48-yard line.
All right,
So
we're-
now first and 15 from the
Hendrickson.
48.
Hendrickson coming in. Looks like we're resetting up the offense here. Looks like maybe trips up top. First and 15. Look for a pass, maybe a little swing pass here. There it is. There's a lateral.
Oh.
Yep.
He had to reach back to his right ear and pull that down.
Those passes complete to number 35.
Second and
Alex
long
Knoll.
now.
No gain on the play.
I like the call. That was a fun play. Fun play to watch. Kind of see it coming, but well defended by South St. Paul.
Second down and 15 from the 48.
Second now, down and 15. Original line of scrimmage, the 48. Rowe is going to roll to his right, puts it up. Oh, and smoked on the
boy.
play
Yeah,
there.
That's tough. He hung him out to dry a little bit.
Was
That's
Wiggins.
tough. That's a tough pass. A lot of defenders in the area right there.
Tristan Wiggins is
Got to give Wiggins credit for
incomplete. That'll bring up
attempting to go up and get it, but
third
man, he got
down.
smacked on the way down.
That ball sailed a bit on him.
Yeah,
there.
it did. Yeah, that was just a tough play. So now you got 3rd and 15, Wags. I would say look for Hendrickson deep, and I think they're gonna. If I was South St. Paul, I'd cheat his way. There he
Just a
is.
three-step.
There it
He's going to
comes.
lean into
Right to
this
Hendrickson.
one. Ooh, a
Let's see if he
long
gets it
ball.
again.
Yeah, he
And he
does.
is.
That's like taking candy from a baby.
Yep.
First and 10 from the 20.
Yeah. Did a little down,
Throw
out,
to
up.
Hendrickson for
Mitch
another
Hendrickson on that
gainer.
reception again.
Yeah.
8
Send him
to
on almost
10
like a what we call a
are
go
your
route,
lucky
close to
numbers
it anyways, and
He's a hockey
put it up
player, and
there.
he should be playing hoops with that.
Man,
with those
First down
ups.
Stars from the
Rebounder.
20-yard
You
line.
should see the Hendricksons patrol the ice.
really?
Just get out of their way. We'll have a lot of their games on the Catholic Sports Network. Pixelot cameras will be part of the Academy of Holy Angels, Providence Academy, and Benilde St. Margaret's.
Is that right?
Shellstead runs
Valley
itself.
Shellstead
It's
on the
incredible
carry down
technology.
towards the
You and I are just
15.
going to go. We're going to tell Vandy here on the camera we don't need you. We're going to tell Joey it was a good run, and we're just going to plug him in and we're going to announce. Joey that's the first time Joey Hedges has stood to attention all day.
No way, because I'm setting you up for this one. Who's your tag team partner
Shellstead
again
to
for
the
hockey?
17, where it'll be
Bart
second
Archer.
down and
Anybody else in that
7.
mix? Besides Bart Archer.
Not really.
Oh, okay. Nobody else does play-by-play on color commentators?
Oh, there'll be lots of play-by-play guys, but yeah, Bart. I mean, I'm just going to the A-team. Shellstead up the middle,
Oh, yeah.
bounds his way down to the 4-yard line.
Shellstead
I just said it,
down
you didn't react. I said I'm
inside
just
the
going with the
line.
A-team.
A little
Did you
hear the
self-promotion.
A-team?
I heard
Yep.
the self-promotion. I get it. Yep.
And speaking of self-promotion, don't forget professional wrestling coming up Sunday, September 30th, 4 o'clock, St. Louis Park Rec Center. You're going to want to be there. The enforcer, Arn Anderson from the Four Horsemen, will be there. Yours truly promoting the event, along with the city of St. Louis Park and the Rec Center outdoors at the Rock. There's no Vikings game on that afternoon. They play Thursday. We'll see you all there. It's a beauty. There's an inside handoff. Shellstead
Roll
can't
on the
quite
keeper.
row, rather. They fooled me up here in the booth.
That was a keeper.
Down
Yep.
to about the 1.
He gained, he got a couple yards on that one. So
Second and goal, Stars from
Muscled
the
his way
1.
down to the 1.
Do we have an injury? Yep, we do. We got an injury on South St. Paul. Well, that's
Injury
wow.
timeout on the field.
So you got a wrestling promotion going on. You got hockey coming up this winter.
Well, and how about this little feature on the hockey side of things? Well, first of all, from the Pixelots, there's one installed right now in the gym at Providence Academy, so volleyball can be seen. We'll be putting that
Fantastic.
stuff here on the Catholic Sports Network.
Volleyball is one of the most underrated.
It's one of the most
field
enjoyable
sports.
games to
It is.
announce.
And to announce, and also to just as a spectator, it's fun to play.
When you watch
It's
it at
great
a
to
really
watch.
high
Anytime the
level,
Olympics comes around, yeah, it's
it's
fun
just
to watch.
incredible.
Absolutely
Now, I get
entertaining.
I get kind of dulled out on the whole sand thing with 4 people.
Yeah,
two
two
on two.
against
It's
two,
just
yeah.
stop.
No, the indoor gym, like you say, what is it, 6-on-6 or something like
Yeah.
that? Absolutely fun to watch. Men's, women's, it doesn't matter. It is very entertaining.
So, and Holy Angels will have theirs. If it's not installed, it's being installed as pretty much as we speak. So that means if you have C squad or freshman or whatever you want to call it, all the way down, A and B, those events are going to be available. Now it is
On the Catholic
on
Sports Network?
each team's going to have a page. You buy a year subscription, and if you get on the network and you buy one to Providence Academy and they play in the IMAC and they play against Blake, who has it, and all those teams have it. It's very usable. It's a very simple way to go about doing things, and it's a way we can get these cameras and more games out to more people. And we just sold 3 to Roseau.
Fantastic.
3 going into the rinks up there, so all the kids that go up for those tournaments, only one parent can go. Now you can get the games.
Now, do you make that trek up to Roseau?
Sometimes.
Do you? Yeah, it's
Have
quite
you
a
made
trek
it?
up there. I've been
And
to
the Packer
Roseau.
player is up. Well, we wish him the best.
Looks like you're going to Benilde St. Margaret next week because John Sands wants to do that game with you.
Thank you, John. Shout out to John, by the way. John, now he did the Holy Family game today. Which game did he do?
He works for Holy Family Catholic in some capacity. What it is, I don't know.
Okay, yep.
So here we go now. 2nd and goal for the Stars. Shellstad
Oh.
just going to
Yep.
carve his way in for the touchdown. It's
Oh,
27-0. The Academy of Holy Angels.
Shellstead, touchdown,
Wow.
Stars.
Nice little give to the left side. Hole was there. Nice run.
High snap, the place, the kick. Did he still get it through? Indeed, he did. Nice job.
Yeah, always tough to tell from
Sanchez.
angle, isn't it, Wags? I think last year I was about 50% on the call on kicks.
Shea
At best.
At best.
Sanchez.
I missed quite a few that I thought were good
He remains
or
perfect
not
on
good.
the night.
So with 1 minute and 52 seconds remaining here in the third quarter, the Stars with a firm 28-0 lead.
And if you're South St. Paul, again, you got to pick it up, be a competitor. You got to be a competitor now. You know, you try, look for some success. You know, for games to come. See where you can find it.
Now, these two teams have locked horns so many times in this early part of the season each year, and they've
Competitive
been
games too.
well, they've been perennial state tournament caliber type
Yeah.
teams, and it's been such great measuring
Eric
sticks for
Sanchez,
both
the kick
editions.
For
Yeah.
the Stars.
Got to credit the
Back
South
for
St.
the
Paul
Packers,
fans. They are
Frank
staying
Fowler.
tried and true. There's been a
And
soul that's
Dylan
bolted yet for
You're sticking it out.
the parking lot. On the run at the 10. Oh, big stick there at the
Bauer on the
25-yard
carry
line.
across the
Bauer with the big
25-yard line
return.
for the Packers, they'll start first and 10.
Yeah, when you're winning 28-0, you do special teams. You get a little pep in your step when you're running down. You want to make a play, kind of let yourself be known in the game. Feel like you're part of the team. Get your name out there. Be involved. I always tell kids, younger age, I coach my daughters, be a participant. You know, don't watch the game from where you're at. Be a participant. Participate in the game and try to be involved.
Got a player
Make a
down there for
difference.
the Stars. Jim Gunderson is out with the trainer right now.
Yep.
A couple more
Hopefully-
coming out. It's on his
hopefully,
knees, though, so
Yeah, hard to say. They're looking over his, might be a head issue. Hard to say.
and we're walking off on our own power, which is a
Jack
good thing
Miller.
for Jack Miller.
Yep.
The junior.
Stars player is up and walking to the bench, and we wish him well.
Yeah, and as coach, I don't know what the injury is, but as coaches, you have to take do concussion tests at
It's
any
interesting.
level.
I just
They want you to
watched,
do that.
Jim Gunderson watched him walk all the way off closely.
Yeah,
And,
that's the response.
Yeah, I mean, he was watching, staring straight at him.
Yep. There's always concern, and I want to mess around with those head injuries.
1:25 to go here in the third quarter after a 1-yard gain on first down. It'll be second and 9 for the Packers.
And a long 9 from about the 25.
Tripped up right there at the line of scrimmage. Not much doing there.
Well, if it means anything, Pete, too, it looks like they're working on Jack Miller. It looks like it might be a shoulder issue or something versus head, so that's...
Gain of about 1 on the play will bring up third and about 8 from the 30-yard line.
They'll drop back to pass. They'll look over the
Oh.
middle, and that one drops incomplete.
Yep. Pete, how was, when we were younger, South St. Paul was a perennial Section
Brewer's pass
4,
intended for number 17, Brendan
guaranteed to make the
Carter, is
state tournament
incomplete.
hockey team.
4th and 8 from the 30.
How have they been in the past decade, let's say? South St. Paul.
Very good. Very solid state runners up a few years back. Always in the mix in the playoffs.
Are they Class A now, or what are they?
4A.
4A, sorry.
Just like the Stars of the Academy of Holy Angels.
Got it.
Punting situation now as
I meant
Liner.
hockey, but
Oh,
okay.
and I'm sorry, in hockey? I wasn't listening.
It's all right.
I was tweeting. Ball rolls to the 20.
That
You know,
puck
they've
is down.
they're I'd say they're re-identifying
And the
themselves in the
Packers
Class A.
number
Yes.
31,
Got it.
Tyler Wabowski Hendrickson at the Stars 20-yard line, 1st and 10, Holy Angels.
It's like Rick Rose down at quarterback, Pete.
Keeping the ones out there late into the third quarter.
Yeah, we got Alex Knoll there on the carry, it looked like. They might take Shellstat out. Give somebody else a look. I think Hendrickson is still in there. He wouldn't want to come out. That'll end the quarter, Pete.
We put the 4 horsemen up for the fourth quarter, the 4 hands, the 4 fingers, as we get ready to move on into the fourth quarter between the Packers and the Academy of Holy Angels Stars. And once again, Stars are back on the football.
Hey folks, after the game, you might want to consider going over to Tailgate, just down on 64th and Nicollet, 4 blocks north. At Tailgate, if you tell them from Holy Angels, they're going to donate 15% of your whole check back to the school. Tailgate all season is donating 50% of your food and beverage check back to the school. So Tailgate down at 64th, have a good meal and get a donation. Thank you.
Last quarter, girls.
Chris Weigel has the family here. Litchfield, the Dragons scored a touchdown and a 2-point conversion as they lead the Holy Family Catholic Fire by a score of 8-7. Right here, it's 28-0, the Academy of Holy Angels Stars. A little cutback there by Rowe as he works his way from that original loss to the original line of scrimmage, so he picked up his 3 yards there. Now it's going to be 3rd and 10.
The keeper out to the 21-yard line will bring up 3rd and about 10.
You still want to, both sides of the ball, you want to work on some stuff. This is only the 2nd game of the season, so those backup players get in there.
Get that depth going. You're going to need them. You know, guys like Shellstat had to play. He did last year, and he had to take some big rolls. A guy like Jack Anderson gets hurt. That's snuffed out. That's going to do it there. Punting situation now for the Stars. Big stop by the Packers as they haul down the running back there, Alex Knoll.
Loses about 3 yards, so it'll bring up 4th and about 13 for the Stars.
Listen, there's a little nip in the air, isn't there?
It's incredible how it turns on you like that.
It's just amazing.
Literally, when the sun, when the sun was prancing across the sky, and it tucks it goes down within like a 4-minute period behind the building there. You feel it. It's great.
It's actually, it feels good.
This has just got sleeping weather written all over it.
No, they're going for the block here. Pete.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And they go straight
and
up and down with that punt.
It kind of worked. I mean, it's
yeah. Wow, look at that.
You know, you see what I mean? Isn't that crazy?
That thing came
They
back
didn't have anybody
about what, 10 yards?
Yeah, South St. Paul didn't have anybody back to return that. They're just like, hey, we're going to go for it.
You have to.
Yeah, you have to. And you know what? It pressure put on the punter. You got kind of a.
It hurried him up.
Not a great. Yeah, it hurried him up a little bit. So. Well, make or break here to get a score for
short field
South
for the
St. Paul
Packers.
right now.
We'll see what the defense does here for the Academy of Holy Angels too.
Yeah. Well,
do they pin him back or?
Well, it's interesting. You got a lot of the starters in there still for Holy Angels.
And 1st and 10 for the Packers from the 28.
Lures with the inside handoff to Clark, who's stacked up right away.
Yeah,
Gets
that's
about
been-
one.
That's been a tough sledding for them tonight, going up the middle like that. They haven't really had any success with the handoff to the fullback. I'll give them credit for patience.
Gain of about 1. Second 9. for
Second
the
and 9 now
Packers.
for the Packers. Lures to the wristband. We're under 10 minutes to go now here in the fourth quarter, 9:53.
Okay, that's a nice little
Nice
game.
little play there, yeah. Half the Stars right side of the defensive unit bid on
To
that.
carry by
Yeah,
number
we're all
31,
over Lures.
Tyler Wabelski-Hendrickson.
Rabelski, Hendrickson
Picks
the
up
carry.
a couple more down to the 22-yard line, we'll say.
What do you think?
Third and a long 3.
What do you think, Wags? Quarterback sneak here?
We've got 2 downs here.
He's going
Really?
in shotgun, though. Yeah, they like
I-
that quarterback sneak just to get some yards, just to make it manageable. Watch. Nope.
He's going to be about a half
think
yard
he's-
shy.
I think he's, yeah, that's right on. Yeah, good call. Fourth down. Yep.
That carry's
As
gonna
you said,
bring up
manageable. There's a
4th and
version of a
1
sneak, if
from
you will, on the
the
keep there,
20-yard
on the
line.
read that he
4th and
made.
1.
So 4th and 1 official. I like this Packer team has just kept grinding here.
There we go. Sneak. Yeah,
First down, they move the sticks. Nice effort up front by the line. Lures just tucks it in and follows that block, and he gets the first down.
Packers from the 16-yard
Yep,
line
manufacturing a
of the
first
Stars.
down.
First and 10, South St. Paul.
Another sneak.
Again, why not?
Go to the well.
If you get
Yep.
3-4 yards every time, you get a first down.
Funny story. Back in the day when we used to play, I believe it was PlayStation. We used to play.
I guess Matt Hedges.
Yes,
Yep,
and he'd
yep.
quarterback sneak all. It used to
And-
drive me
and he-
nuts,
and-
and he loved it. It was, but then he became predictable.
I remember, what was it,
Probably
you
the
he
last
was
video
playing, or
game
his
I ever
brother
played.
Pete. He was so angry, he left. Remember, he just got up and stormed out.
Oh yeah,
He was just getting worked.
the Sega hockey. I remember.
Oh, it was something else.
Never beat me. It was pretty.
Oh, nice
entertaining.
handoff there.
Oh,
Oh,
nice
dragged
tackle.
down,
Yep.
though, short of the first down. That brings up 3rd down now for them.
That's a carry by number 18, Colin Becker. It's going to
Now
bring
they're-
up 3rd and
Becker,
about
your ball
2.
carrier there.
Yep.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Yeah, you look at the line now. South St. Paul's line looks just a little bit bigger than Holy Angels, and they're kind of going with that stuff up the middle there. A little more success here with this lineup.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Hung
nice
on
pitch.
to it. Good job there. Clark looks to get the edge, turns, and he's pushed out of bounds at about the 1.
Terry Clark on the carry for the Packers.
Torrey Clark, nice strong run there.
Old
First and
school,
goal from about the 1. First and goal, Packers from the 1.
like Turner Gill to Mike Rozier on that. If
Ooh.
you recall that. Nebraska.
Mike Rozier, how about that for old school? Dating yourself yet again.
Yes.
You're going to be rolling the boat tomorrow night, aren't you?
Um,
I know you can hardly wait. Lures try to take it himself. Instead, he gives it off. Did he?
I don't think he quite.
They
got
called it now. Touchdown here on the near
Okay.
side. The line judge says yes. Touchdown for the Packers now. Big one there. They trail 28-6.
Okay.
And since that last drive they had in the second half, they've done some things on the offensive side of the ball. They've kept grinding, and here they are, looking to punch one through for the extra point.
Yep. We've had some success here. Good to see.
Oh, they blocked that one. Noel
Oh, no.
stormed off the right side
Nice
unimpeded. That's right. He stretched it out and blocks that extra point attempt. 28-6 your score with 6:51 to go in the fourth quarter. So when you get into these fourth quarters of these games, it's a little bit of mop-up time, right? I mean, it's just
Yeah, you work on things. You know,
I
Hey,
do
you work
firmly
on things
believe
and you
that
work-
these are the
it-
times that make or break how deep you can go
yeah,
for both teams, actually.
coaches are watching the film. Hey, who's trying out there? Who's showing effort? Who looks, like, hey, you can help us in the future? Who's going to compete? Who's concentrating?
Well, finishing, no matter, you have to play the scoreboard at 0-0 always, and finishing is always the toughest thing to do in any sport.
Yeah. Well, maybe an onside here. Let's see.
Yeah,
Why
they're-
wouldn't you do an onside kick
They've
here?
stacked it up to the
Only
right
chance they have
side
to
of
get
the
back in
Stars.
game.
Nope, they're going to
Nice looking kick.
push it deep.
Yeah.
Backpedaling, nice play by the Stars, making that. Was
Speed
Emmett
going
Johnson
on. Uh-oh. Watch for
gets
the-
away from
Oh,
one
almost.
would-be tackler and slices his
Yeah.
way up to the 20. Nice job
Yeah.
there by him.
Emmett Johnson on the return for the Stars.
So here comes the Stars offense. We'll see if they keep it on the ground. Chris Weigel, I mean, I think that's the call to order here at this stage of the football game, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I got caught off guard there by what they were doing in the lineup here. Trips up top. They're throwing the ball. Wow. Okay, that's like a bubble screen.
Look at me saying keeping it
Shellstep,
on the ground.
yeah.
Rolls
Exactly.
past the Shellstad is complete.
He'll
He turns
duck
the
down
corner.
for about 3 yards there. Sets up 2nd and 7 for the Academy of Holy Angels. As the clock ticks, 2 timeouts remain now for the South St. Paul Packers in this football game. I was driving here and thinking, no, there's just, even when you pull into the parking lot, any one of these schools you go to, there's just such a vibe about it.
Yeah.
Friday Night Lights, it's just such an overused term, but I mean, honestly.
Well, it always.
Hot dog and pretzels
it's
for a
almost
buck
like-
at the concession stand while they last. Hot dogs and pretzels
I'll
for
tell you something here in a second
$1.
after this play.
A pitch off to Shellstad, who walks the tightrope. Does he get the first down? We'll see where they mark that. It looks like he did.
You talk about football, everyone's like, oh, the numbers are going down, all that. Statistically, it might be true, but in the hotbeds of football, they're not going down. You go down to Texas. I was just down in Dallas last month, and I was talking to some people down there, and they're like,
First
nope,
down,
it's
Stars
not,
at about the 30-yard line.
it's
Shellstad
not
on
happening
that
here.
carry.
It might be in some of the communities that aren't really football. It isn't ingrained in the community, but for the most part, it's still part of Americana.
And you look at the
Friday nights,
sidelines, too,
Saturdays,
yeah.
Sundays, who doesn't enjoy this? And I
That's been
think-
great how Friday has been reserved for high school.
Yeah.
Saturday for college, Sunday for pro.
Yep.
And I think the one mistake the NFL makes, it's too much, man.
Yeah.
Thursday, Sunday, Monday.
Yep.
Too much of a good thing can be a bad thing. And the one thing that they had going for them was that you had to wait for that one event on Sunday, and then,
Yeah.
we had one more on Monday. The Thursday night game, to me, is just a dog.
Well, it's a dog, and the players aren't. It's so tough to recover after a few days.
And
playing on a
and really,
Thursday,
why
especially
do we
if you're
have to go to
traveling.
London for those games now?
Yeah,
I mean,
they're
stop.
trying to promote it, and again, I'm glad they have not gone to an 18-game schedule in the NFL. I thought that
Well,
was.
everybody's
I don't
talking
anybody
that up
wanted
too.
those.
I
Ugh.
don't know. I
No,
just
thanks. I love football, but especially NFL. Have my whole life, but 18-game schedule is too much.
Rowe accelerates off of the left guard there and picks up some
Roll on
yardage
the carry.
out across the 36 to the 37, 38-yard line now. 3rd and short for the Stars of the Academy of Holy Angels, 3rd and 2. Clock continues to roll down to 4:45 to go here in the 4th quarter. Pretty big first down for Jim Gunderson's football team right here. Hang on to the football, and they're going to let that clock run as long as they can while they get their play set. And
let's see.
now they call it timeout.
Timeout. Yep. Yeah, get the play right here. You know, it's 3rd down. Again, you have some of the backups in there. Again, he's working the season next year. You know, those players, he's still developing, still coaching. Scoreboard-wise, yep, you got it. You're under control, but you're still working to get better.
Well, the more reps he can get these guys, the better off you are.
Right.
You know, I mean, it still comes back down to, you know, I think about Jack Anderson getting hurt. I mean, how many teams can lose a D1 player in the class 4, 3, or 2? You know, kind of your key go-to guy like that.
Yeah.
And then replace him with a guy that's just as productive as he was, and they did that with Thomas Shellstad. It's just, it was the story of the season, and if he doesn't do the things he does, and you know, if Laird doesn't make that tackle I talk about, and all the other things, if, it's all about everybody. Well, I hate to say it, but rowing the boat. I never thought I'd submit to that saying, you know,
yeah.
And I just did.
It's kind of catching on, isn't it?
Oh boy, it is.
Hey, I still give him.
You're good. You're
like
feeling good about it.
Yeah, he's enthusiastic. I like it. I like positive people. Oh,
There's enough for a first down.
Nice
Rowe
run.
hammered there.
Nice first down.
Got an
Nice
updated
call.
score for
Well
you,
executed.
But St. Margaret's losing to Orono.
Oh, the Spartans of
16
Orono
to
with a win,
13.
16-13 over the Red Knights of Benilde St. Margaret's. That, of course, is in the
Rose carries out
same
to
district as the
45
Stars.
And another Stars.
Correct.
First down.
Of course, that district is the Red District.
Yep.
Suburban Red, if you will. There's Noel, nice cut back there to the 50. He'll be stood up. Tries to spin his way back to where his momentum had him. They're going to place it right at midfield.
35, Alex Noel on the carry.
Gain of 5 for
Out
him.
towards midfield.
That'll be 2nd and 5.
Behind the block there of Big John Swedenberg. Ball is just about midfield. 2nd down and 6.
Keep the clock moving. Take your time here. Run play. Again, you got to concentrate. End of the game. Still, you got to.
Game management right here.
Yep.
Run motion.
Nice.
Oh, a nice job to break
boy.
that tackle. Cutting ahead for a first down for the
That is
Academy of
great
Holy
effort.
Angels was
Yep.
Charles Johnson. Nice
Great
job
Charles
there.
Johnson,
Great
number
effort.
3, a senior running back wide out. Gets another Stars first down. Number 3, Charles Johnson.
So they'll move the sticks on that play. Stars in firm control here as we have 3 minutes now remaining in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10.
Oh, I love watching this.
Oh, this is going to develop.
Yep.
There's across the 40 to 30 cut back down for a first down.
This runs just a nice
Mr.
smooth run.
Wiggins on
Very
the run, Darren
smooth.
Shea on the block.
Tristan
That's
Wiggins
another Stars
turns his
first
shoulder
down.
and gets right in there.
Hey, Stars fans, this is our tradition here after the football game. We'll have a prayer led by Father Mike Dix in the courtyard of St. Joseph.
Of course,
directly
there'll be
east of
the prayer in the
stadium.
courtyard of St.
Right after
Joseph
the
at
game, and we'll
the
have
Academy
words
of
from
Holy
head coach
Angels. It's
Jim
great.
Gunderson.
Jim Gunderson has his
In the
words. It's
courtyard of
tradition
St.
here at
Joseph
the
right
Academy of
after the
Holy
game.
Angels. Rowe from the shotgun. They're going to swing motion again
Same
for.
play.
This time he comes up. Broken play. Rowe was going to throw a block and realized he didn't need to.
Johnson on the carry.
He said, "I'm not getting in the way of this one. We're going to let it go."
I want to recognize our hard-working
I'm a quarterback.
managers. Lizzie
Yes.
Grave, Jyla Robinson, Maddie Jackson, Ben Noel, and Angel Nienamoda. Let's hear it for
Second
the
now
Stars manager.
And 11 after that long and broken play. 1:53 to go here in the fourth quarter. Winding it down here from the Star Dome. Not really the dome right now here at the Academy of Holy Angels. It's a totally different vibe when the dome is off here, just around the whole area.
Yeah.
It's one of the first.
Great vibe.
Is really one of the first domes, if I remember.
I believe
Probably
you're correct.
early 2000s.
It's kind of a spectacle, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
Check
sort of
it
like
out.
it sort of stopped everybody in their tracks.
Yeah, it did.
It's like, what is this?
Yeah.
Now they're everywhere.
They're
You got the
everywhere.
monstrosity in Edina. I mean,
Yeah.
that thing's as tall as the American Express Tower downtown. The
Yeah,
old
the one at
IDS.
Braemar?
Yeah, the thing is like
Yeah.
20 stories.
Yeah, we get there for fast pitch softball, which is pretty fun to play there for the girls.
1:03 to go. Inside handoff to Noel. That's a huge hole for him as he's going to be
Wow.
tripped up across the 20.
Thinking he got the first. He did.
He did. They moved the sticks.
Stars, first down.
Should do it, Pete. 51
I will
seconds to
do it.
go.
We might have 2 more plays here unless they punch one in. They've been
Do victory formation. Yeah.
Ball's been spotted on the 17-yard line. 45 seconds to go.
They're going to run a play instead,
run a
unless
play.
he takes a knee right here.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, yep, there it is. That's their
Next
form
week,
of-
fans, the Stars are
Yeah,
right
they even
here
fool you here in
now
victory
versus the
formation.
St. Louis Park Orioles.
That's going to do it. The
At
Packers
7
are just going to
p.m.,
let it
that's the
go. They're going to
Stars
line
are
up
tonight
at
game.
midfield, as will the
The
Stars.
series and games
The
at
Academy of
Columbus
Holy Angels are going to be big
25
winners here by a score of 28 to 6 over the South St. Paul Packers. And we take a look at next week. Don't forget, coming up right here on the Catholic Sports Network, we'll have plenty of football. 2 games for you next week. We'll have one at the Benilde St. Margaret's. It'll be De La Salle, the Islanders, and the Red Knights. The Red Knights coming off a 16-13 loss to the hands of the Orono Spartans. And then the Academy of Holy Angels right here on Stars Night Out. It's going to be an absolute bonanza. We'll be taking on the St. Louis Park Orioles. Don't forget, tomorrow, Providence Academy will be taking on the Academy Force at 2:30, the St. Croix Preparatory Academy. That's going to do it here. The Stars improved to 2-0 with this win. Meanwhile, South St. Paul falls to 0-2 as they head back home, and they will open up their home schedule. Will the South St. Paul Packers with their next upcoming game against Simley. For Chris Weigel, our director Joey Henches, camera operator Will Vanderbilt, I'm Pete Wagner. Good night.